Hello, my name is Z Scott, and I am the president of Chicago State University. I want to thank you for taking the time to join us here today. We have some exciting university updates to share and hope that you will leave today's session with some additional tools to help students as they explore the possibility of joining the CSU family. We appreciate your continued partnership with Chicago State and your engagement with us as a university. We continue to work diligently to provide high quality post-secondary opportunities and an important academic experience for our scholars. I want to start today by providing you with a high-level overview of some exciting campus updates before turning the presentation over to our CSU team to discuss the programs and opportunities in detail. Even in a COVID-19 environment, Chicago State has been committed to offering our students a comprehensive and full academic experience. You may know that this spring and this summer, we shifted our academic programs to a remote learning format. But even then, we were able to provide our students with the technology tools they needed to be successful. Our forward transformation and momentum is centered around securing equity and professional opportunities for our student scholars. It is now more important and apparent, even today, that an education at Chicago State University offers not only our students a great return in value, but it also provides value to our city and to our state. We have renewed our focus on student success and academic excellence, and it includes an innovative program such as the upcoming COVID-19 contact tracing certificate program that we're offering to the community for free. We've also engaged in meaningful partnerships that include Olive Harvey College. With Olive Harvey College, Chicago State has developed a 2+2 logistics program, which will allow our students to learn state-of-the-art techniques and processes in logistics. We're also committed to providing our students with a pathway to family-sustaining careers and to better their lives through an integration of campus-wide career services programming. We have increased our enrollment and plan to continue that trend heading into both summer and the fall semester. CSU is now proud to offer scholarship-eligible university marching band. Hopefully you have had an opportunity to see our band, but look for our band in the future. These are exciting pieces of what Chicago State is all about, our new brand, and what you will learn about that brand during today's session. Equity is at the heart of what we do at Chicago State every day. This slide includes some of our highlights. Chicago State is ranked #1 in Illinois and tied #2 nationally for equity in educating and supporting African American students. Chicago State is ranked #2 in the nation by the number of African American physics graduates that we graduate each year, according to the American Physics Society. Chicago State is #1 in the Midwest for graduating minority students in pharmacy. And those are doctoral degrees our students are receiving. We currently place 100% of our healthcare graduates into jobs post-graduation. Recently, the New York Times reported on a study on higher education and social and economic mobility. In a study that was conducted by Harvard University economist Raj Chetty, the study looked at student outcomes and measured the likelihood that a student from a low income is able to move up 2 or more income brackets upon obtaining a degree from a specific undergraduate institution. The study showed that graduates of Chicago State University were among the most likely to improve their economic status with a college degree. In ranking the nation's best universities for economic mobility, CSU ranked #2 out of 103 universities in Illinois, and number 4 and in the top 4% nationwide out of over 2,000 colleges and universities. With all of this information, statistics, and highlights, it is clear that Chicago State is important to our Illinois and should also be an important choice for your students. We know that education can open doors, particularly now, for those trapped by economic and social forces often dictated by a simple zip code. Education gives our students the power to shape their own lives and the skills to renew their communities. Those skills are much needed now, given the current state. It is now my opportunity to turn this presentation over to our interim provost, Dr. Leslie Round, to share more about Chicago State's campus. Dr. Roundtree?
Thank you, President Scott. As many of you may know, Chicago State University has been designated as a predominantly Black institution. As you can see by the information on the slide, we have over 70% of our students are African American. However, we also are excited by the general diversity that we have on our campus, because we have students who come from 28 different countries as well as across the United States. What we enjoy most about our Chicago State campus is that we maintain what we consider a family environment. So the ratio of students to faculty within classes are very small, and students know my name, the president's name, and we are able to recognize each of them as individuals within that campus, within our campus. We have currently 5 colleges, which include health science, arts and sciences, business, education, and pharmacy, as well as a full division of continuing and non-traditional programs. As many of you may or may not know, we do actually also have a residence hall. So you can have a full campus experience and live on the campus during your academic year. Besides a full campus life, we are a Division I school with 15 different sports. What I'd like to tell you about this afternoon are some of the opportunities that Chicago State University would like to be able to provide students within your school district. We know during these times where you've had to switch to a remote learning environment, that oftentimes there's need for more contact with students and access to other resources. We would like to be able to provide opportunities for our faculty to come out and guest lecture on a variety of topics, whether it's science, business, or humanities, as a lecturer to expand the resources that you're making available to your students. We also are very excited at this moment, as we know students are making decisions about this coming year as well as next year, to explore what are the career opportunities as well as the majors within our university. Our new director of admissions will talk more about the dates that are available to discuss a series of lectures and workshops that we're having. I'd like to introduce now Dr. Mary Daniels, who'll talk about our summer programs.
Hi, excited to be able to offer 2 summer bridge programs this year for current CPS students. They could be any year rising sophomores, juniors, or seniors. This is going to be an unusual summer for so many students staying closer to home, and we wanted to be able to extend to students opportunities that they can have even in a remote e-learning environment. So we are offering a summer bridge in business and entrepreneurship program, and a summer bridge in media and civic action program. Both of these programs will be offered in a fully remote environment and enable students to imagine different career paths to business, starting your own business, entrepreneurship, and careers in media, while combining those with exposure to civic action. Both of the programs will feature this summer opportunities to engage in some of the particular challenges that are hitting businesses and media and communities posed by COVID, and to give them an opportunity to problem solve and work on teams to address those problems in small case studies.
Thank you, Dr. Daniels. I'd also like to mention to you about our RISE Academy. In order to bring students into the university, we have discovered that a slow introduction to college is a much more effective onboarding process. So what we will be offering is, for all of our freshmen, we are offering an opportunity for them to begin college in the summer, take one credit-bearing course, as well as receive peer mentoring, as well as tutoring, and a series of workshops that look at career development and kind of a self-reflective process of why are you going to college and what do you want to achieve by this endeavor. So it is a full 5-week wraparound program, which we have been very successful and has shown to improve retention, especially among first-generation students as they move into a new environment. This summer, we're starting our first rotation in June. We also expect to have a later rotation in August, the end of July, as we prepare them to move to the fall. And given that we're working in a remote environment and we're going to be facing very uncertain times in the coming fall, we are going to provide each of our entering freshmen a laptop to ensure that they are prepared and ready to move forward with technology, no matter what is going to happen in the coming months. And then the last program I just would like to highlight is dual enrollment. Many of you have participated in our dual enrollment, and we are excited at the success that we have seen among your students. We offer a variety of courses in the summer as well as fall that are made available to students, along with tutoring and, again, peer support as your students try these new endeavors in terms of taking on college credit. So we will be sending out more information as you're planning your schedules over the next year to look at how you can incorporate students into early college education, because we all know once a child is exposed or a student is exposed to an early college experience, they are more likely to continue on in college education. So at this time, I'd like to introduce a newer member of our team, our new Director of Admission, Dr. Carlos Gooden.
Hello, thank you, Provost, for that wonderful introduction. Greetings, my name is Dr. Carlos Gooden, and I'm happy to be here at Chicago State as the new Director for the Office of Admissions. Certainly it is a dynamic and really fun and interesting time to join CSU as we are on the move. I am a new director. We heard a little bit about our new branding, new virtual events. Well, we also have a new video just to provide a new perspective into all of the wonderful opportunities available at Chicago State University. We're definitely continuing the momentum, and I think this 90-second video really summarizes the new initiatives that are coming in and through and with CSU, while also embracing and honoring our legacy and the impact that we have on the community, the city of Chicago, the state of Illinois, and the world. So without further ado, I'm excited to debut for you CSU in Motion.
Let's put your ambition in motion. Let's turn roadblocks into new paths to success. For over 150 years, Chicago State University has fostered ambition, started careers, and built successful lives of accomplishment for our students. Now, it's your turn. At Chicago State University, you'll find 5 academic colleges, 56 degree programs in all. Our School of Pharmacy is #1 in the Midwest for educating minority student scholars. We're ranked 1st in Illinois and 2nd nationwide among public universities for educating and supporting African American student scholars. We've achieved 100% job placement in nursing, pharmacy, and occupational therapy. We're #2 in the nation for graduating Black physics majors. For economic mobility, CSU is in the top 4% nationwide among all colleges and universities. And you get the attention you deserve because on average, there are only 10 students for every faculty member.
We have some of the best professors, some of the best mentors.
We have people that uplift you, that will open doors for you, that will help you. It's an opportunity where you're able to make a change.
Chicago State University. Put your career in motion, your connection to friends and professors in motion. Put your future in motion. Chicago State University.
And that is just an excellent video. I love the energy it brings, and I really think it summarizes our identity and who we are and where we're going. So I'd like to continue the momentum of where we're going to address just some of the ways that the Office of Admissions has really just remained agile and accommodating our students during these uncertain and unprecedented times. The biggest announcement was in April 2020, CSU announced that we were going test optional, certainly working with a great collaboration with our academic affairs and doing our research to understand how do we assess a student's credentials to determine their likelihood to be successful. And so in looking at that, we say with strong confidence that a student with a 2.75 or higher should not have to submit their submission of test scores, ACT or SAT. Students who do have below a 2.75 or lower are required still as part of their application file to submit those test scores. However, we do look at a number of different factors when making that admissions decision. So kudos to the team in terms of the faculty and enrollment management on pushing that particular initiative forward. We were also able to really read the room and really look at our mission being rooted in access to understand what barriers currently exist to prevent students from transitioning seamlessly into the fall 2020 term. Upon further discussion, we decided to remove the $50 confirmation fee that admitted students must pay in order to save their seat into the fall 2020 class. Rather than paying that $50 confirmation fee, we are encouraging students simply to save their seat by July 1 by filling out a confirmation form, or also known as the intent to enroll form. We're also excited to launch and announce our increase in virtual engagement opportunities. We do have a live chat function on our main admissions webpage, csu.edu/admissions, where students or you or enrollment network specialists can actually chat live with anyone from admissions Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We launched our new exciting blog, which really provides experiences and behind the scenes stories of what's happening here at CSU. You'll find all different types of blogs from Veterans Affairs to Career Services, the latest updates in admissions, and even some exciting things that's happening on the academic side as well. Finally, we'll talk a little bit more about our virtual information sessions that are out there and available for anyone to be able to join to learn a little bit more about Chicago State University as we do a deep dive each week into what it really means to be a student here at CSU and to get you to the point of alumni. We're also excited to announce scholarships for fall 2020. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my colleague, Ms. Rhonda Smith, the Director of Financial Aid.
Thank you again for taking the time to learn about opportunities to virtually connect with Chicago State University. My name is Rhonda Smith, and I am the Director of Financial Aid. I wanted to take a few minutes to ensure that you're able to pass along to your students that the Office of Financial Aid is available remotely. One of the main things that we would like to engage with the student population incoming for fall 2020 is that Chicago State University does have scholarship opportunities. Students can apply to the Honors College to receive a full tuition waiver to attend classes with us and to be a part of a cohort that allows them to engage with other students of their caliber. We're excited to present for the very first time the Diverse Scholars in Education program. That program is specific to the College of Education students in the elementary education program. And then we are still engaging with AIM High, the governor's initiative to reduce student loan debt. There are various college merit scholarships from each of the 5 colleges across the campus. The priority deadline for scholarships has passed. However, we do encourage students to continue to apply, as we have not yet applied all of our scholarship funding. I wanted to make sure that you're aware that the financial aid office is available while we are working remotely. And so students can contact their financial aid advisor directly if they visit the csu.edu website /financial aid. There are phone numbers where students can connect with the financial aid staff remotely, and we are always available via email. Our regular office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. until 5 o'clock p.m., with extended hours on Thursdays from 8:30 a.m. until 7 o'clock p.m. We encourage your students to reach out to their financial aid advisor with any questions. We are also participating in the blogs that Dr. Gooden just mentioned, and we have a very exciting blog out there that assists students in walking through the process of accepting their financial aid awards, so that they can see it step by step and that they're able to navigate to their financial aid information easily. And finally, I would just like to talk about the Cougars in the Community Financial Literacy Summer Series. In order to keep the students engaged and to remind them that we are here for them, we have 3 workshops currently scheduled. The first will be held on Wednesday, June 24th at 3 p.m. We're going to talk about how to pay for college. We'll answer questions such as, do I really need to complete a FAFSA? What's the difference between a grant and a loan? What do I do after I complete the FAFSA? As well as scholarship opportunities. On Wednesday, July 8th, we will talk about fact versus fiction, financial aid. Much of the information that students received is from a family member or someone who they know who attended college. And that information is not always the most accurate information. So we want to just make sure that we reach out to the students, that they have the opportunity to ask questions and to receive factual information from financial aid professionals. And finally, on Wednesday, July 22nd, we will offer the financial aid ABCs. We'll just talk about the basics of financial aid and give students a step-by-step of how to ensure they apply and accept their aid each and every semester. Registration links for these workshops are available on the financial aid website for Chicago State University, csu.edu. At the very top of the page, there is a link that says register. If you click there, then you are able to register for any or all of those sessions. At this time, I would like to transition back to Dr. Gooden to discuss key dates and deadlines for the Office of Admissions.
Absolutely. So as we're talking about key dates, I wanted to first just talk a little bit more about the importance of the virtual events that have been created to not only facilitate connection with you all, but with network specialists, but also students, parents, guardians, anyone out there who may be looking for these types of opportunities to connect. I think due to recent events, it has removed 2 things. One, I think it's the ability for us to really introduce powerful stories on the impact of a college education, but also connecting the dots on how we get there. When I think of my particular experience of getting to and through college, it was these types of events and the folks at the institution that really helped open my eyes to the opportunities. And so this is certainly our attempt at really introducing folks, students and abroad, what all of the opportunities and really exciting things that are happening behind the beautiful tree-lined campus on 95th and King. So we really hope that you have the opportunity to share these out. Every Tuesday, we do have admission sessions at 3:30. Again, it's a really great handshake into students who may not be as familiar with Chicago State, who really want to get that first understanding of what do we have in the way of athletics, in the classroom, outside of the classroom, what support services do we have, as well as our academic opportunities in terms of majors. We also offer frequently our admitted student next step sessions for students who've already been admitted. Maybe they don't need the introduction or the handshake to CSU, but they really want to know, what does it mean to claim their account? What is Cougar Connect and how do I use it? What does tuition look like? How do I apply for scholarships? How do I prepare for orientation? Those types of questions. We do have our virtual open house this summer on Tuesday, July 14th at 3:30, and registration is live for that at csu.edu/startyourjourney. And then this Friday, upcoming Friday, June 5th, through August 7th, you'll see every Friday at noon, we are hosting a Summer Career Friday series where our faculty and staff will engage in helping connect careers to curriculum. So what does it mean to actually be a chemist? You can do more than just be a chemist in a chemistry degree, right? What are all of the ways that our faculty and staff and the College of Business give practical hands-on experiences in the city of Chicago to help students prepare to become global business leaders? How has the recent pandemic impacted career outlook and job salaries for those who are thinking about going into health sciences? Do you know what STEAM stands for, and why do we add the A into science, technology, engineering, and math? Well, we added arts in. All of these questions and more will be answered from noon to 1 directly from those who will be teaching in the classroom. So we're really excited to engage in a new and creative way of presenting academics, majors, and careers to students. So thank you for letting us be part of your village, and we're looking to strengthen this partnership moving forward. And our goal is to provide these ongoing throughout the year. Speaking of throughout the year, some additional deadlines to kind of really pull all of this together. We do have some priority application deadline on June 15th. And when we say priority or preferred, these are not firm, hard-pressed, strict cut deadlines. More so, these deadlines are put in place to really ensure that a student is meeting those key marks to be able to have, again, a seamless transition into fall 2020 and not necessarily trying to accomplish 20 steps the week before school starts, but really they have enough time and runway to be able to move on to the next step. So after that, you can see we have a July 1 confirmation deadline. The first of many of our orientation dates begin on July 7th with a priority financial aid deadline of July 15th. And then before you know it, you'll blink and then our first day of the fall term will be here on August 24th. So thank you again for your time. I'd like to thank my colleagues for joining me and allowing me to be a part of this wonderful team. And if you have any questions for us, of course, all of our contact information is here. We would love to continue the dialogue beyond just this conversation, beyond just this summer, but throughout the entire 2020, 2021 year and beyond.